Wait a second, imagine two people right now. One of your younger friends. How does he take care of himself? You cannot think of anything, right? He needs to learn about some basic hygiene. Now I want you to imagine your older brother. He has the best hygiene, skincare, and also a good fragrance collection, but why does he need so many? Let me tell you. I remember when I was 14 and I used to never care that I didn't shower for 5 days. Never worn fragrance before. My body odor was as bad as my breath sometimes. Once I discovered the looks maxing but also fragrance maxing, my life was changed. Here is an obvious way to fragrances and smelling okay or maybe even great in general. So the first lesson for today is a hard one to understand, but fuck it. Fragrance doesn't cover your bad breath or your body odor. There have been many times when my deskmate used a very good fragrance like Middle Eastern one from like Latafa Afnan, but his breath was just too much for me and maybe even his body odor. Right now, listen to this. Brush your teeth and mouth after every meal. Use gum that's refreshing if you can. Use mouthwash, tongue scraper, or anything that you have on you. For body odor, shower regularly. Use deodorant. It's so easy and realize when something it's up with you, like bad breath or other things. I tend to avoid eating onions, garlic, some seafood, and other things that make your breath horrible, especially when I am outside of my house. Stop listening to everyone who tells you, oh, onions are healthy, garlic is healthy. Yes, they are. But you will rather have elite smelling bread or excluding some 3 4 vegetables and seafood from your diet. Right now, trim your armpit hair so you don't get all sweaty around that area on clothes and don't emit a lot of bad smells like other unhygienic people. The second part of this video is about fragrances and my way about them. Imagine this, there are four main concentrations of parfum. So here is a fragrance concentration guide. Eau Fresh lasts 1-2 hours and has a concentration of 1 to 3% of perfume. Eau de Cologne lasts 2 to 3 hours and has 2 to 5% concentration of parfum. Eau de Toilette, one of the most popular in men, has a lasting of 3 to 6 hours and a concentration of 5 to 15% parfum. Eau de Parfum has a lasting of 4 to 8 hours and a concentration of 15 to 25% parfum. The last one is Parfum, which lasts from 8 to 12 hours and has a concentration of up to 45% parfum. I recommend you buy mainly eau de parfum, parfums and some eau de toilette. Eau de toilette. For me, the longest lastings are eau de parfums. Fragrances are also separated in two categories. Designer ones made by companies that make clothing and other things, and also niche parfums made by companies that make only fragrances. My very controversial advice about fragrances is buy 1-2 fresh ones that maybe don't last long and the rest need to have over average projection and longevity. How I buy fragrances: designer 20%, Arabian dupes 80%, and no niche in case they are very good and long lasting. Realize that this way you will use your money for other things and you will not become like those guys who only buy designer clothes or shoes and other things. My personal favorite fragrances: Armaf Club de Nuit Intense Pure Parfum, Armaf Club de Nuit Urban Male Elixir, Club de Nuit Antol, Moschino Toy Boy, Versace, Eros Flame, it's a little bit expensive. Jean Paul Gaultier, Ultramale and Paradise Garden, they are also expensive. Latafa Pride, Pisa, Latafa Camera, Paco Rabanne, Invictus, Victory Elixir, a little bit expensive. You absolutely need to go to your local stores or to some stores online and check them out. The average people in the fragrance space will suggest you to blind buy their favorites, but you need to experience them on your skin first. The third part of this video and of this guide is all about the fragrance addiction. Do not become addicted to this buying thing because it's similar to the other addictions. I know it's hard, but limit your collection to maximum 10 to 15 fragrances like I'm going to say. 1 or 2 fresh, moderate, lasting and projecting ones for any time to use. 5 to 7 maximum above average, lasting and projecting fragrances for going outside in a normal day. 5 maximum huge lasting and projecting fragrances from clubbing, weddings and other things you need to be looking your best when you're going to. The last idea for this video is that you don't need to only focus on smelling good. You must have other priorities like business, fitness, career, looks matching, relationships and so on. Imagine this, even the people who seem like fragrance geeks are 80% guys or girls with a good career or business, work hard, have a life outside fragrances and other hobbies. Action step for you right now. Go on your notes app and write 5 fragrances you want to try the next time you find yourself at Sephora, Douglas or other fragrance stores you have in your country. Try them, and if you like what you smell, buy them. Only if you have the money to buy, let's say 10 more, so you know your worth. Keep this mindset in your brain. If you gathered all your money and had more than enough to buy 10 of your next fragrance, then you can buy 1 of that fragrance. My name is Killing Hacks, and my mission is to spread the message that there's a hack to everything in life. Till next time, hack your way into perfection.